Welcome to session 1 of RDBMS and data management. Organizations often maintain large amounts of data which are generated as a result of day to day operations. A database is an organized form of such data. It may consist of one or more related items called as records. Think of a database as a data collection to which different questions can be asked. For example, what are the phone numbers and addresses of the 5 nearest post offices? Or do we have any books in our library that deal with health food? If so, on which shelves are they located? Or show me the personal records and sales figures of 5 best performing salesperson for the current quarter, but their address details need not be shown. This session deals with the concepts related to databases and database management systems. Explore various database models and also introduces the concept of RDBMS. So, our session objectives are: explain the concept of data and database, describe the approaches to data management, define a database management system, and list its benefits, explain the different database models, define and explain RDBMS, describe entities and tables, and list the characteristics of tables. List the differences between DBMS and RDBMS. Coming to data and database. Data means information and it is the most important component in any work that is done. In the day to day activity, either existing data is used or more data is generated. When this data is gathered and analyzed, it yields information. It can be any information, such as information about the vehicle, sports, airways, and so on. For example, a sport magazine journalist who is a soccer enthusiast gathers the score or data of Germany's performance in 10 World Cup matches. These scores constitute data. When this data is compared with the data of 10 World Cup matches played by Brazil, the journalist can obtain information so as to which country has a team that plays better soccer. Information helps to foresee and plan events. Intelligent interpretation of data yields information. In the world of business, to be able to predict an event and plan for it could save time and money. Consider an example where a car manufacturing company is planning its annual purchase of certain parts of the car, which has to be imported since it is not locally available. If data of the purchase of these parts for the last 5 years is available, the company head can actually compile information about the total amount of parts imported. Based on these findings, a production plan can be prepared. Therefore, information is a key planning factor. A database is a collection of data. Some think to a database as an organized mechanism that has the capability of storing information. This information can be retrieved by the user in an effective and efficient manner. A phone book is a database. The data contained consists of individual names, addresses, and telephone numbers. These listings are in alphabetical order or indexed. This allows the user to reference a particular local resident with ease. Ultimately, this data is stored in a database somewhere on a computer. As people move to different cities or states, entries may have to be added or removed from the phone book. Likewise, entries will have to be modified for people changing their names or addresses or telephone number. So, a database is a collection of data that is organized such that its contents can be easily accessed, managed, and updated. Coming to data management. Data management deals with managing large amount of information, which involves both the storage of information and the provision of mechanisms for the manipulation of information. In addition, the system should also provide the safety of the information stored under various circumstances, such as multiple user access and so on. The two different approaches of managing data are file based systems and database systems. Coming to file based systems, storage of large amounts of data has always been a matter of huge concern. In early days, file based systems, that is, systems in which data was stored in discrete files, were used. In this system, a bunch of files was stored on a computer and could be accessed by a computer operator. So, we have a database wherein we can store the data, and file handling could be done using your computer operator. Files of archived data were called tables because they looked like tables used in traditional file keeping. Rows in the table were called records and columns were called as fields. Conventionally, before the database system evolved, data in software system was stored in flat files. The sales database would look like the following tables. It would have property for rent as a table, wherein we had columns as property number, address, type, rent, owner number. Next table could be private owner, wherein we had owner number, name, address, and telephone number. And one more table as client, wherein we had the client information like the client number, name, address, telephone number, preference type, and maximum rent.